If your extension ladder got damaged in both sections, would you keep it or throw it away? Stick around, let's find out. Welcome to Randallology.
Ladders. A good thing to have when you got to get to high places. But this particular extension ladder, this is one half of it, of course, fell down from the brackets on the back of the chicken house, and the weeds grew up around it. And when my son got back in there with the bobcat to clean out behind there, he kind of hooked onto the ladder and destroyed the top end of this. He also destroyed the top end of that, and we're missing a rail down here at the bottom. So what do? We throw it away? No, we fix it. It's going to be a little shorter, but it'll still work. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to cut off this top rung right here, leave the same distance that is to that plastic tip right in here, same distance, and then come here. We've got this much distance here. I'm going to come down here and cut this area, and same thing down here from the bottom rung to here, this distance. We're going to come down from this rung to here, take these off on both sides, and remount them here. I mean, this is a type 2A ladder. It's too heavy duty to get rid of, so we're going to fix it. And it'll be as good as new, but it just won't be as long. I measured, like I said, I measured from here to there. I did this, transferred that measurement from here to here. You can see that very good. Then I took my square, lined it up to that mark, used the scribe, and made a line down through here. So now we'll take the reciprocating saw and cut that off. Looks nice and even down there at the bottom now. Or was that the top? Nope, that was the top, sorry. Okay, so now we'll go get the other end here and get it cut. Bottom end here, we've got it marked now right here, so we'll take the sawzall and cut that one. We've got this end cut, so now we got to do the same thing to this one over here, and then we'll move ahead. Two halves together now, and up here at the top we're going to have to make a little stop. I'm wanting to use melt some HDPE plastic from old plastic bottles and stuff, melt it down, compress it, and then make plastic ends for this, but temporarily I'll probably use some wood. So now down here at the bottom I've got to drill out so I can put those feet in there. So we'll get that done next. In order to get this rusty bolt off, I'm not even going to try to fool with penetrating oil or anything like that. Just like a 1/4 is all it is. So what I did, I used my Dremel and a cutoff wheel, and still hot. Didn't take me long to look at it. Anyway, I went in there and cut that puppy out. So now we can just take this right out of there. Supposedly. Really? There we go. Okay, so now we got this out. And what I'll do is I'll measure this hole in this distance and drill me over here, drill me a round hole here, and then use my Dremel to cut the slot out. Then we can get a new 1/4 bolt and nut and put this all in there, and we'll have that taken care of. Let me get this other one cut off and bring you back. This piece over here used my scratch awl and then marked it. Give me 2 pilot holes. Now we're going to go back with a larger bit, drill out these 2 spots, then use the Dremel to connect the 2 together. Got our slots cut out, got our bolt through there, and what you can see, they move in and out. I double nutted it right here, so I didn't have a aircraft nut. It's got the nylon locking washer made into it. I'll probably wind up changing it later on, but to keep that from vibrating out, I went ahead and just double nutted it on there. So I got this all fixed, so all I got to do is, like where this is, just do it on the other end and we'll have it made. Now, up here at the top of the ladder, you need to make something so when you lean it against the wall, then it won't, mire up, scratch, or discolor, make a boo-boo on the wall or anything like that. My ultimate plan, of course I'm not going to do it right now because I've got to use this ladder tomorrow, but my ultimate plan is to take some old plastic bottles, which is a HDPE plastic. That's designated on the, you can't see it on this one, but there's a, let's see if we can do that number 2, that little triangle sign there. That means it's HDPE, high density polyethylene. So anyway, I'll melt some strips of those down, put it in the press and press it together. Then I can machine down what I want to fit in there. But in the meantime, the only thing I've got to work with is I've got a piece of 1x4 wood here. And yeah, I know it won't hold up in the weather, but for the purpose at hand, when I get done, I'll put it in the garage to store it. But anyway, of course, it's just a little bit too thick here from this side right here. So I'm going to have to go on the bandsaw, trim that, mark it and trim that down. And then height-wise, we're a little taller, so I'll mark it from the inside edge here. And then what I cut off here, I'm going to let it hang over on this side. Oop, get my finger in the way. Let it hang over on this side. So I'll mark that, we'll go to the bandsaw, cut it out, and then we'll see if it fits. Marked, and break out the old tabletop Delta bandsaw here. And we're going to cut this out on both sides. Then I'll turn it, and notch that, and turn it, and notch this one here. So let's just get in here and get this thing cut out. You get the idea. I'll bring you back. Okay, now we'll cut off the little side piece here. Ta-da! Now we got that cut. Now we gotta go through here and slice off that little bit. Raise the guard up here so that it'll clear this whole piece of wood. Now we will put us a little guide, set this up, and then go look there from the top and cut our mark all the way back to here, and then make a score line across there. Now we've got that cut. I'm going to have to chamfer the edges because that aluminum of the ladder is extruded, and so it's not perfectly square, so I'll have to chamfer these edges on here. And then also I took a little plastic bottle, tried duct tape first, the arch was too big, So then I found me a plastic bottle to make me a rounded tip, so that when it leans against something, you won't be pushing on the corner. So now we're going to make this radius. Okay, there we go. Here's our radius. You can see burn marks here because the bandsaw blade's about wore out. But yeah, I think that ought to work out pretty good. But when you do the thickness of the blade here, you can't just go in there and just do a continuous cut like that, because it binds the blade and then it binds it against your graphite guides in here. So what you got to do is when you go in there and cut, you got to come out, then go back in, cut, and come out. Just do that around, and you wind up with several pieces like this. But anyway, hey, that's good enough. It's temporary anyway, because I'm going to be doing that HDPE later down the road. But at least now, when this, the ladder leans up against something, the metal won't cut into it. So now we finish the other one. We'll go put it on and see if it fits. It's straight due to the height and everything on here. Because I'm going to use my square on the table. Of course, the table is square to the blade. And I'll hold the wood up against the square, and then get around here on the other side, and then guide the blade then along my ink pen mark down through here, and that should give me a pretty straight cut. We'll see what happens. There we go. Yeah, not too bad. And now we'll just go in here and cut this, and we'll have our wedge cut. Alright. Ta-da! Okay, now like I say, I chamfer the edge on this one now, and then so it'll fit in that extruded aluminum, and then we'll go see how she fits. Drilled out 4 holes here on the side, and I made it just a little bit larger. I got some little bitty cheap Phillips screws here, pan head, and I made my holes just a little larger so that the screw would fit through there without binding, because I've dealt with these Japanese screws before, and the heads don't hold up, they round off. So I figure, okay, going into wood, I shouldn't have any issue. So going through here, I wanted to be able to go through there with pretty ease. So now let's get this set down in here. Now like I said, the lip on here I'm going to have sit over this edge. So I'll put her in here just like so. Getting tight, so that's good. I'll tap her in here. There we go. Yeah. So now I'll go on the inside and put our 4 screws in, and we'll have her done. In there, we got our screws in place, and it's nice and rounded on the top, and it's nice and flush here on the inside, and we got our 4 screws in. So yeah, I mean, most people would have thrown this ladder away, but hey, I got her fixed to use another day. Not bad. I'm happy with it. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by here at Randallology. Don't forget to give me that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already. Greatly appreciate it. Use all the help I can get. If any of this, kind of give you an insight, give you some help as far as, fixing things, seeing a useful purpose in something, then I've done my job. All right. Thanks. Catch you on the next one. Bye.